It's all about the data. Building a professional learning community at Tucker Creek Middle School. Tucker Creek Middle School was built in 1997 in Havelock, North Carolina. There are currently 551 students enrolled, with a staff including 35 teachers. Over 200 students come from active-duty military families, and another 100 come from civilian employees of the Marine Corps Air Station, Cherry Point. Out of 5 middle schools in the district, Tucker Creek ranks first in academic achievement and has maintained that distinction since the doors opened in 1997. However, there have been negative growth 3 out of the last 4 years, signaling the current principle that the culture and instructional practices must change if students are going to grow academically. Tucker Creek Middle School's leadership includes Ms. Claudia Casey, the principal, and Mr. Stephen Curry, the assistant principal. This is their second year together at Tucker Creek Middle. Based on current end-of-the-year data, the principal and I decided that my service project would be to design and create a professional learning community space. Ms. Casey wants to bring her staff together and promote a culture of collaboration with an emphasis on building positive relationships. So why a PLC room? Well, it's all based on the data, of course. Trend data shows that in both reading and math, there is significant loss of proficiency from 7th to 8th grade. Based on feeder school data, rising 6th graders do significantly worse compared to their 5th grade proficiency data. Now, our 2018-19 focus is to address why students decline in both growth and proficiency at the end of 6th grade and again in 8th grade in reading and math. Research has proven that PLCs work when teachers come together to use their data to make great instructional decisions for their students. A lot of planning went into designing the room to meet the needs of the staff. Not only did I create the room and the teacher resources, but I had the additional task of providing professional development for building a PLC model, how to analyze core instruction and measure its effectiveness, the analysis of student data, and sharing research-based interventions. I was given an empty room and a plan to design a welcoming professional learning community space. I spent a total of 26 hours preparing the room, selecting and moving furniture, designing data boards, and a resource and materials area. The PLC room has 4 distinct areas: ELA, Math, Science and Social Studies, and the School Improvement or MTSS team space. Each area has a table, chair, and a whiteboard. Core subject areas have a chart posted that is designed for teachers to track standards taught and the level of student performance and mastery. It took a total of 4 hours to create the charts for all grade levels. I created data cards for the identified at-risk students at each grade level for math and reading. Each card has assessment data and other relevant information about the students that has been added by the teachers. These cards have magnets on the back of them so teachers can move students around the whiteboard to track progress and to create intervention groups. The data cards took about 6 hours to make. Teachers have been meeting weekly in the PLC room to discuss student progress, analyze data, and plan for instruction. Our next steps involve them moving toward problem solving for the core and planning standard protocols for interventions. Overall, the PLC room was welcomed by the staff, and they have begun to use the room and take ownership of it as well. The heart of any school is determined by the collaboration that takes place to support effective instruction and provide personalized instruction to meet the needs of all students. A professional learning community must come together with common purpose and a desire to do what is right for students. Teachers have responded favorably to the PLC room and understands its purpose and their role within their PLC. I am hopeful that with continued training and modeling of the expectations of an effective PLC, Tucker Creek Middle will move forward in the implementation of MTSS and have a positive impact on student achievement and growth.